Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, or welcome to the fine edition of GNF Televisable, where we talk about all of our hot topic buttons and anything else that features fancies. And as usual, I am the Canadian Rogue, and this is yet another Grando Friday, Saturday for some. It is going to be a glorious time frame because we have more scandals, controversies, and everything else that features our little fancies. Oh, dearly, dearly good. It's been interesting. It's been an interesting week. From Epstein to Stop Killing Games to everything else in between. It's been a glorious trash fire, and I can't wait to cover it. And as usual, I am your hosties with the mosties. I am the Canadian Rogue, better known as Robert Kumitz. And if you can find me, I wish you the best of luck. I'll give you a hint. I'm in Vancouver, Canada. And if you're not, smart enough to figure that shit out, well, you're not one. You don't have enough brains to actually play the game. I have sent the invites out to those who are interested, but yeah, oh my god, oh my god. So as I wait for, I've just put out there for chat. Hello, chat. I can see you now. How you doing out there, chatters? Are you doing good? I know I'm doing good. I've got my drink as usual, so I do have a few things on the hit list, so that's going to be exciting. Like I said before, we do have the Stop Killing Games, a refresher. We're going to go back to its glorious time frame again. That's right, because there's more. There's more data. I always love the data. We also have the Epstein, case that's now officially, unofficially closed, and being probably memory hole. It's going to be glorious when we get a chance to talk about it. And there's been a few other different things that have hit hard, hit hard. So yes, more Superman related, conversation. Ah, yes, yes. Oh Jesus Christ, we have Jim X who's here. Hello, Jim X. I
I'm
can
not
see
here.
blackness.
I'm not here.
I can see black. I love it. Now I
Am I
can
here?
see you, and you must
Can you
see.
hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm not here. Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Mm. Then you are just a figment in my imagination. It's great. I love the voices
The
in my
voice
head.
is in your head. Yes.
Yes.
In your head.
So I have a lot on the list, and I feel like we can go back in time to stop killing games. You remember that beautiful thing, that trash fire that all started because of a certain Ubisoft game known as The Crew?
Oh yeah. Are you talking about you are legally obligated if you buy an Ubisoft game to destroy it?
Yes, yes, I am. I
Well, yeah. That's not enforceable. So I wish them luck on that.
Oh no, it's not the factor that it needs to be enforceable. It's the factor that it's in there in black and white in the EULA.
Oh yeah.
My
No,
other person, my
it
other
is in
personal
there.
favorite is number 9. Number 9 is the big one. So number 9 basically says changes to this EULA or to the product. Basically cut and dry. That means that they have the right to change the EULA whenever they want to, however they
Yep.
want to. And you, the person who purchased the product, have to abide by all the different changes and be knowledgeable of all these different changes. You will be informed in different ways, and if you cease to or kind of go through the process of being blissfully ignorant, that's not the case. You cannot do that. So, yeah. Either way, this stop killing games is kind of coming into a little
Interesting.
bit
That.
of an uphill challenge because these rules in the EULA, even though they were kind of adjusted in 2023, the game in question shut down in 2024. So
Yeah.
that gives them clearly, and again, if I'm going to go on the basis of the last update, a year before the official deletion, termination of the crew.
Almost like
And
planned.
I know, wow. And the Crew 2, which has more features, updated version of the game, and had the ability for crossplay versus the original game. Because they've been slowly updated to this last version, and I forget what it's called. But they pretty much put in discounts. They provided, The people who purchased said crew from let's say PlayStation, the PC, whatever, provided refunds even after a decade old, purchase. They provided refunds for this game. So clearly, uh, the people behind Stop Killing Games obviously decided, not to take the opportunity to move up the roster because by the third edition of whatever this crew version brought back some of the old stuff from the original game.
So technically, the game was never killed.
Correct. As well as you were able to transfer all of your old shit to the new shit.
Yeah, they're gonna get you somehow.
I know, right? So
they'll figure something out. They'll get you somehow. So technically, the game was never destroyed. They have no right here, and it's they'll put the sand on now. And a judge who doesn't understand what happened which is more than likely to happen either way, But
no, that is a clear indication because right now this has already been kind of questionably passed over the threshold for the EU government to sit down and have a conversation about this. That means that the lobbyists are going to be showing up from the other side, who's going to have more information available to these lovely politicians. Yay. And they're going to listen to the lobbyists because we all know that Ross is not going to be showing up to have this conversation. Yeah, so unless Ross decides to show up to have this conversation, I think Stop Killing Games are going to have a bit of an uphill battle.
I honestly don't care at this point. I kind of got it. It's like, yeah, they're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And the EU is like, oh, they updated the game. So, yeah, hey, they're lost.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty fucking much. And like I said, this is something that I think we covered many moons ago, it feels like.
Yeah. We probably did, and we forgot about it.
No. We've been circling back to this thing because they keep bringing back the same kind of conversation. There's more data that gets added on top of the conversation, and then people like myself look at this stuff and they kind of go, wait a minute, hold horses here. Because this all started because one motherfucker couldn't be able to play a game that already had like a decade long accessibility and pretty much was taken offline to be moved over to the crew 2 to whatever I can't remember the newer game is for the crew is, but overlooked like things like, I don't know, Babylon Fall, the Knockout City, Rumbleverse. These were things that were live service based games that had no end of life, setup whatsoever. But because one fucking game from Ubisoft, got under the skin of one motherfucker because he couldn't play it with his friends, it didn't bother to progress because whatever reason, decided that I'm going to make an entire movement on it. It just feels weird.
Feels kind of artificial, maybe too.
It does. It's just like I'm gonna have to yell at George Soros again. Damn you, Soros!
I feel it feels like I'm more like yelling at my lawn.
I know, right? I'm just gonna yell at a Hungarian Jew in the clouds. Blame him for everything, even though he didn't do shit. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's just fuck me, because I know there's those people who are still adamant about how Stop Killing Games is past that threshold, and they're like, oh, we're gonna wins, but they really don't really look at the data. They've never stopped to look at the messaging, how it started, how this all began, and what they're trying to go for. And unfortunately, it comes back down to licensing. And when you look at the EULAs of every other game that exists, including the people behind Baldur's fucking Gate 3, they have the same fucking terminology. The moment this game is terminated, you're supposed to uninstall it and delete it. It's no longer in existence. Now, whether you decide to do it or not means no fucking difference on their end because they're going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
So you could still own the thing, but guess what? You're never going to have access to it. Accept that. And this is where I hate that to go back to the gay furry that is Thor. He is right on certain areas. He's completely a douchebag in all different areas, but he kind of understands that. Yeah, we're having the wrong conversation here. And I don't think Stop's Killing Games is going to be able to pass that threshold of actually making some significant changes because we've had this conversation in 90 fucking 3 and the conversation ended where as long as we had a physical copy of that game or that item, we can do what we want with it within the rules that were given to us. We go beyond that, then we're kind of fucked. So we can't pirate up the information. Otherwise, we can go to jail, depending about whereabouts in the country that you sit. That's part of the EULA for the physical copies. Now we don't have physical copies. We have licensed copies. We have a new set of EULAs here, new terms of service. So, yeah, long story short, yeah, read the fine print, bitches, and make sure that certain sections don't allow them to just change things willy nilly without you being notified about it. But unfortunately, it is what's going to be what it is. But other than that, how have you been there, Jim?
I don't know. Just sitting around waiting for things to get better, seeing if the certain videos and letters and records get released, and they no longer exist. I mean, those kind of things. But hey,
I feel like I feel like we were talking about a double date that may have never happened with a certain victim.
I mean, Ghislaine Maxwell apparently did nothing wrong.
Apparently so. I mean,
according to this, there's no list. There's nothing. There's no evidence. There's no client. If there's no client list,
well, yeah.
What did Ghislaine Maxwell do that was illegal?
Yes. So I have to ask that question. What happened? I also found out that the two motherfuckers that are kind of fronting the current lead in the FBI and some other fucker I can't remember are a little upset with a certain blonde bimbo.
There's a couple people upset, such as the DOJ,
yes,
the Department of the Attorney General's
office. It's Kash Patel, and I forget who the other one is. Who's up against
Kash Patel and the other black the black guy who's also Secret Service.
Yes,
too. With
they're threatening to step down. So as long as somebody Bondi is still in control.
Pam Bondi.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pam Bondi. Pam. Pam, don't you know? There's also some other people threatening to step down. It's kind of interesting that we went from this to that, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we have footage. Wait a minute, I've seen the footage. This is not the footage. What the fuck's going on here? Type deal thing going on, and it's like, oh, something interesting is going on.
I know.
So one of two things. Everybody's like, oh, it's because Trump's on the list. No, we already knew Trump was on the list.
He was on the flight list.
Yes. He was cleared, and he never went to the island though.
But again,
he was cleared by the flight attendants.
Now
he never touched me. He was actually very kind. He was the
again. That's what we're told. We were going on the basis of what the actual statements are.
Yeah.
Witness statements are. Now the testimonials could be kind of rigged. We don't know with a bit of money passing bombs and that.
That's true.
Things could change. But I'm not saying that he is guilty because he's innocent until we can prove it. And unfortunately, that client list would be the proof.
No, but here's my other. You posed a question to me, and I have a question to pose to you. The question you posed to me: what if Soros was one of Trump's secret backers?
Secret backers, yes.
Because the last 6 months, he seemed to have gotten a secret backer and had plenty of money all of a sudden.
Yes.
No problems. And what if it was Soros? I was like, all right, but I pose a question to you. What if Trump is basically had the client list already and was basically using it to fucking buy his backing by keeping that silence?
It is possible. And
Because have you noticed that the Democrats over here have been quite toothless on everything? Like they're not getting any money. They've been pretty goddamn toothless. I mean, every once in a while they find something to bite into, but it's like being bit by a cat. That
but the problem is let's be real. The Democrats have always been kind of toothless.
Yeah, but not like this.
No, they've been even like this. Even with the first term of Trumpy boy, and even during the whole junior session with the Bushies, they were pretty toothless. And again, I've been watching your history unfold in front of you because I've been around long enough.
No, I know. I've been around too. But this time seems oddly weird. Like they can't, I mean, they were toothless, but they can't seem to get their polling straight.
Well, it's because of the factor where they are currently sitting. And this is a question I've asked behind the scenes kind of thing. Who is the most likely person that they're going to be putting up in front of? Because by the time Trump is done, Republicans are going to have to bring up a person, which is most likely going to be J.D. Vance, up to the polling thing to try to claim presidency.
Yeah.
And then the Democrats are going to have to find somebody within their group who are not a bunch of retards to go up in front of other people. They don't have a mystery
that
person.
Almost seems like that almost seems like an impossibility at this point, because even when they were pulling up Hillary, I was like, I guess she's the least retarded unless you put this Barack Obama guy. Even Barack pulled better way before. I mean, this. And I'm not seeing anyone pull. Like they're like Kamala Harris, and everybody's like, no, fuck you, no. Okay, how about the current governor of California, fucking what's his name? Shit, I just had it and I blanked out.
With the
Gavin Newsom.
Nuisance, yes.
Nuisance. Gavin Nuisance. He and they're like, no, stop it. We're about ready to revolt in California because of how bad he is. There's there's nobody, and then they got a couple of guys that the Democrats absolutely hate that are Democrats that are like, hey, we want to change the party, and they're like, no, shoo, you want to change it for the worst of us.
And that's basically where it is. So now we're looking at now we have another person who's just come out of the woodworks, another blonde individual who worked alongside Trumpy and his friends, who helped create DOG. That is Elon Mustard, and he's creating a new America Party. I think, I don't know, that basically spitballing at the wall at the moment. It's probably going to be called the X Party for all I know.
Well, it could be, yeah.
Oh, I got one better. America X Party.
I think you'd get copyrighted on that one.
No, I just put history in front of it. I can get away with America and X. As long as I don't put history in front of it, I think we're good.
All right.
You really can't copyright the name America, because
I just call it the Malcolm X Party then.
I mean, why the fuck not? But no, I mean, honestly, the America X Party at this point, I'm going to coin it for now until we get a better thing from Elon.
One guy who went on the news here, I don't know who, I can't remember who it was, but he basically went on Fox and CNN and said, well, if the reason they're not putting out the list is because they'd have to put the half of the Republicans in jail too. And everybody on the manga party is kind of like, your terms are acceptable. Do it.
Well, the funny thing is that there are some people who's in the MAGA party who are also in the list.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
So this is where it gets kind of questionable. So like I said, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I have seen some interesting things, and I called it before even getting a chance to call it, because when I downloaded the quote-unquote video evidence, and then I watched the entire 11 hours of this fucking thing on speed until we get to midnight.
Where a minute goes missing. Exactly at midnight, a minute goes missing.
No, actually, a bit more than a minute. It's a minute and a couple of seconds that just gone. And as well as...
It was really poorly
edited. How the screen changes as well. The format of the screen changes. It goes from a certain ratio throughout, and then it stops, and it becomes a new ratio, like it's a clipped-on portion of this entire thing. And I went, that's odd. And other people on the internet pointed that out. And then they presented it to Bondi and a few other people going, it's just the way how the video is. It's old school video. I'm like going, that's wrong.
That's not how that works. Yeah, you can talk. You can talk to the most basic of the basic people. They're like, yeah, that's not how that works, bitch.
Yeah,
bitch, that's a lie.
That's part of my living to look at video cameras, look at evidence to make sure that everything is 100%.
This was like they were like, we're gonna make sure we get this right. It's like whoever made this video, I could have done a better job with fucking Clippy.
Yeah,
or what was it? No, Microsoft Clip.
Yeah, Clip. Yeah,
Microsoft Clip champ. I could have done a better job than them with Microsoft Clip for you.
Yeah,
to fucking hide this shit.
But they use Adobe.
And yeah, I know, and it should have been whoever. I mean, honestly, they used to have way better people that could fake pictures.
Oh fuck yes!
Yeah, way better. Now it's like, okay, we can't even hire a college grad. Let's get the guy who's literally retarded to do the video.
Pretty much.
Is it okay if a minute's missing? Yeah, sure.
Maybe you can explain that away. Don't worry about it. So not only we're missing a minute, we also see a fucking blip of orange going up a fucking flight of stairs, which is quite questionable by itself.
Yeah, like all of a sudden there was some orange and it disappeared. Like 2 sets of orange, like almost 2 people went to a cell and broke his neck, and then like some of the stories said, and there were no guards there. The guards were where? You know what my question is? Where are the sleeping guards? Because where they're putting the video.
Because I was looking at the fucking video, I'm going, there's movement there, so the guards are clearly there doing something. And his cell, from what I remember, because it was put out the last time that they did this, when a fucking old man who was senile as shit, who was in control for 4 years, pushed out information. His people pushed out the information exactly where Epstein was.
Yeah.
And that's there. And I gotta go to that, and I kind of go, okay, so he's across from where the actual,
guard station is. Yeah, but now you're not showing the camera where there was a camera pointed out, but the camera failed. They even said there was a camera pointed right at Epstein to make sure.
Apparently, 3-4 cameras that they had in the general area failed, except for the one in front of 46, or it was 64. Can't remember. But the only single camera that's pretty much an adjacent to a different cell block all by itself. And that is the only camera that we have access to. But we can see whereabouts Epstein's stairwell is to where we can kind of guesstimate. But it shows us, well, vaguely, but it shows us where the guards are. So it's like, so I watched this thing. And I kind of went, okay, I can see movement. People going to that station, resting there for quite a bit. Hey, somebody there decided to cross over, go to the fucking mini fridge, look at something, and go back. So clearly, they're not asleep. Where is it? Because apparently there was supposed to be like a 3-hour lull or whatever before the guards figure it out that he dead. And I'm like going, okay. But clearly, there's people going back and forth to look, so I think they're good.
So something weird, yeah. It's definitely shady as hell. And I gotta understand. We went from we're going to tell you everything, and then I'm just wondering how bad can it be? How bad can it be that they just with or it's either how bad can it be? Who got scammed, which I think we all did. Neither of them was going to release any of this shit. We all did.
Well, I mean,
here's my final one. Is Trump using this basically to control the narrative of all the other donors? Because all the other donors have shut the fuck up. All the movie stars have shut the fuck up. Everybody's kind of shut the fuck up. Everybody kind of just ate a shut the fuck up sandwich and, went about their day.
Yeah, and that's where it kind of comes back down to how much control is there when it comes down
when it comes to this evidence. Yeah,
this particular piece, I have no idea because we have a lot of people who are involved. Some who are dead, like long dead, and some who are still kind of currently alive. And you kind of go, So like I said, the list itself is questionable as fuck. I want more information, please, because
I mean, even P. Diddy's getting more information on P. Diddy got released than Epstein at this point,
which is hilarious. So I don't know. Like I said, it is up there in the air, but the controversy that is around Epstein, it may get a bit worse. Will it actually change over time? I do know that a certain individual with golden kind of strands on top of his brownie face, who sometimes is orange, he's kind of came out during a Texas talk, because one of the actual reporters asked the question related to the Epstein case and how Epstein was connected to major key, like Interpol and a few other different things, espionage circles. Is this true? Is this not true? He pipes up and goes, "Were we still talking about Epstein this week?" And clearly, the guy doesn't want to have this conversation, which makes me feel that he might have a little bit of ties here still somewhere along the line. I'm not saying again he's guilty of sin, but when you want to get away from a conversation, yeah, you kind of have that guilty kind of look on you, a little stink of guiltiness, or trying to control something. And unfortunately, he can't control the narrative because he gave us the belief that him and his people alone will be the only ones to give us the information of Epstein and JFK. And we haven't seen any of this information as of yet. We just got promises. And now we're trying to be told that, hey, whatever you saw, that's it. Everything else, nothing to see here. Please move along. No. People are interested in this thing because they want to know who the fuck the criminals are. We don't care how big, rich, and powerful they are. Just put them out there. Call it a day. I don't care if Trudeau is on the list. I don't care if the Pope is on the list. Don't even care if Trump might be on the list. Don't fucking care. Just put it out there. Call it a day. Move on. Then we can actually have a degree of different conversation, showcasing that, the rich and powerful do have a degree of accountability that can be pushed upon them with the right people in power.
Yeah. Unfortunately, none of those people seem to be in power at all.
Right.
Some of those people were given some power, but just not enough.
Yes. And that's where that's the conversation I would like to have. And unfortunately, we can't get to that conversation because we're still fucking here. Epstein didn't kill himself. Or no, correction. Epstein did kill himself, according to a few other different people who seemed very upset and trying to make that statement.
It's really frustrating. I understand people's frustration on this. I really do. It's like,
the
longer this took, the more I was kind of like, it's, oh God, this is not looking good.
Oh yeah.
And this was one of the main reasons a lot of people we want to know what's on that client list. We want to know. And now we're saying, oh, there was no client list. It's like Trump knew there was a client list before
what happened to this client
list? Well, after he ran in 2016 and became president, he knew there was a list, but he just had restrictions to it and was letting the DOJ take care of it.
Yeah.
Now, we're being told, I didn't see a list.
We didn't have a list. It was never a list. Everything that we said about that, we had a list in the black book. It's all in the figment of your imagination.
Mm-hmm. That's where we are today.
I know.
Sad. I mean, it's almost like how when your prime minister, Justin Trudeau, I never did any of. I never took your money from your banks. I never froze your funds. I never did any of that. Even though I was like, "Oh yeah, you did." No, I didn't do that. But we have proof. No, that's not me. That was somebody.
Pretty much somebody else.
That was the guy in blackface.
Yes.
That was Justin Trudeau blackface.
The Mr. Dress Up of Canada. Yes, for those who have paid attention for Canadian-based shit. Yes, he was a child entertainer who named Oscar, who had a tickle trunk, a couple of different puppets, Casey and Finnegan. And just like Mr. Rogers, he just dressed up in different character type things to entertain children. He was a brilliant man. He was a well respected man, just like Rogers was, and Canadian icon, even though he wasn't from Canada originally. So
Trudeau?
Yeah, we no, Mr. Dress Up. Kind of weird. Speaking of a dress up, it is Dragon. Hello. Are you all dressed up, ready to go? He's trying to figure his life in order because he hasn't dressed up yet.
Well, while he's trying to figure out
he's trying to figure
the meaning to life, the universe, and everything to get his computer work. Which is 42, by the way, Dragon. We are
42.
You know what?
We saw something.
There he is.
It is not.
He was. We got him. He's alive.
Oh fuck! Why is it so damn sensitive?
Because you have some interesting toys that it likes to play with.
Yeah, no, it fucking automatically selects for some stupid reason the fucking voice modulator.
Well, I mean that is what it is.
Speaking of toys, as my recent separation, I have understood why people enjoy them.
Damn. Okay, so we'll change
this subject.
Yes.
Figure that part out.
I could not resist.
You couldn't hear me because the fucking thing lowered my volume on my microphone.
It's fine. I heard you beginning. So.
Well, hey, there's always things.
We like to throw up against the wall and insert weird little things into you. Maybe spiders. You never know.
Look, you'll never get me to go to fucking Australia.
Dude, we're actually more spider-ridden. America is actually more spider-ridden than Australia. So
no, but every spider in Australia except for one is poisonous.
And the one that isn't poisonous is a fucking foot long.
Yes.
So
no.
You know what else I learned? Oh no. You see, here's the thing. I can handle all the spiders in the U.S. mostly. Minus half the poison ones can go fuck themselves.
No, here's the thing. All spiders in the United States are poisonous. No, all spiders in the world are poisonous.
Yeah.
It's
except for one in Australia who looks like he's a poison motherfucker, and he's not.
His bite will just hurt.
Yes. There are some spiders even up here in Canada who have like a level of lethality, except for like a small like handful that they'll just kind of hurt. You have a bit of swelling.
I still love the deadliest spider of all fucking time.
Yes.
The granddaddy longlegs.
Oh.
Yes.
It has no. Oh no, it's poisonous fuck because there's no anti-venom and it will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they disproved that on MythBusters when he stuck his hand in a whole bunch of
there's different. They used a different spiders. There was another spider that we talked
about. The granddaddy longlegs just can't poison you because it needs an already open wound to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well.
Yes. Yeah, no. The huntsman spider in Australia?
Yeah.
That one there is a cute motherfucker who just has a really good, massive like leg reach.
Yep. Also, it
likes to hide.
It doesn't have a poison kill. It has a car kill rate.
Pretty much.
It hides in the fucking in the sun shield guys. So imagine driving down the road, flipping that bitch down, and a big spider just drops in your lap when you're driving.
Sounds like a good time.
It is. It's a killer for time. Spider walks away. There's a dead body, and people are trying to figure exactly what happened. Most of the time, they figure it out. But yeah.
I'm more impressed the bitch can hide there.
It is the way of life.
I know. It is the circle of life. Speaking of the circle of life, since Jack has missed out on the Epstein conversation,
no, I'm good. I'm good with that shit.
Conversation. We're moving on to another conversation that's based off of a certain DC client list known as Stupid Man, as I like to call it. Superman. Yeah, Superman movie. is hitting box office right now. It's doing fairly okay. It's still opening
God help
season.
me.
I'll have to wait for the numbers to come out. Overall, with a lot of different reviews and that, me in person who has already kind of seen said movie, I will say it is a middle of the road type movie. So I would say it's about a B minus, C plus type movie. It's a good starter. It is a bit convoluted in certain things. CGI feels a little bit questionable in parts, but overall, it is about I'm pretty close to 50-50 split when it comes down to the narrative because it's 50% Superman,
Jesus.
and then it's the rest, the Justice gang squad, whatever they're supposed to be called, and the origins of not really Superman, but the origins of exactly where the metahumans are supposed to be in this particular world. So it's all set up, ready to go. We already had Superman, who's been Superman for 3 fucking years, and living life as at large while he's dating Lois Lane. So
Oh
this is
boy.
just after the dating aspect of them. That is
So
Superman. Clark is Clark Superman. We won't know, but Lois knows because she's dating him.
so make this
So.
straight. This movie is actually not an origin movie, but an established movie.
It's an established movie, yes. That means that the metahumans have been around for over 30. I don't remember how if it was 30
30
years,
plus
300
years,
years, but
and
it is decades long. They've been there for a while. We've already established certain characters. It's a continuation within the Gunverse because we still have Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad that kind of exist in his world. It's just which version of this world are we dealing with, as well as we have his monster squad that he has, that I Creature Commando, I think they're called, and then a few other different things that he's putting out that exist in his world, including questionable whether the vampire that is Robert Patterson's Batman might be within this universe. We don't know, or a variant of that we don't know.
Yeah, if here's the thing, keep Robert Patterson out of this universe if it's good. I mean,
Again,
if it's bad, I don't care if he's there or not. But if it's good, a lot of people have said this is pretty good. It's not great, but it's on the level of good.
Yes. It is a good starter. It is a good starter.
It's kind of like someone. I think it was you or somebody else that told me, and I think it was someone here, and then you told me that it's like watching. It's like the first episode of Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie. All over the place, but
yeah, kind of. I'm gonna say what I said to you previously. If you, Dragon, you remember Superman the animated series?
Yeah.
Take that, mix it with the Richard Donner version of Superman, 1 and 2.
Which version of Superman?
1 and 2. Richard Donner's original, Christopher Reed Superman.
Okay, the original live action.
The original 80s Superman. Mash them together. All right. Add in a bit of the comic book lore to it because we've had the classic comic book lore thrown all into it, kind of mixed all up, and as well as one more movie that most people forget that is an actual continuation from 1 to 4, the Donner classic, which is Superman Returns. Put that all together, and this is what you got. We have a humanized version of Superman. Yes, there is a lead in that's very questionable, where Jor-El and his wife or whatever sent their kid to Earth to dominate it. We don't know if that's the actual translation, but it does kind of give you that Goku kind of origin. He was there to take over the Earth, or the Veltanite, Omni-Man type thing, that he was there to spread his seed with as many with as many women as possible to recreate Krypton. The Earthlings are stupid; they're easily to take over. Now, whether that is the true story or not, don't know, but it does have that Goku kind of feel. He was there to destroy Earth, and he fell on his head or something, and he just kind of went, you know what, I'm human.
Yeah, that everybody said if you ignore that aspect of this movie, it's pretty good.
Yes.
That feels like Wonder Brothers threw that in there. Honestly,
I'm going to say that James Gunn put that in there to flesh out the story that he's trying to make.
All right,
because like it or not, Gunn likes to have something. He likes that mystery box aspect. He likes to have some degree of this is a possibility. Plus, this will lead up to his alternative universe that him and his brother created, Brightburn, which is an evil version of a Halloween version of Superman, Brightburn, and it is kind of there because technically the kid that was landed on Earth, he was meant to destroy it, but because he was so young and the pod that he crashed in hadn't activated yet, he wasn't given all the information until he hit a certain age, and then all of a sudden the pod started talking and it just, voices in his head and cracked. He just cracked. That kind of shit. So honestly, it's like all over the place. And I have a private message and I don't know why my mouse is not working. What have I got the private message for? I've got a link. Why do I got a link? Let's look at the link. Ah, yes. Yes. Yes, that is exactly it. I love that. That's perfect, Chemex. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, Homelander even went to see it.
Homelander went to see this movie. It was awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have to say for me personally, it is a good movie. So as long as you are, I hope this is the right one. Yes, it's the right one. I don't know if audio will work. I really don't care. But
you really need the audio on this. It's just funny.
Here's Homelander. See Homelander. There he is.
Superman movie.
And he's got a water bottle with him.
Oh boy.
So he's in there for a good time. Not a long time, but a good time.
I mean, there's actually a lot of motherfuckers going to see this movie after a lot. Here's the thing: your normal reviewers were not. There's a lot of YouTube reviewers that kind of like are fans instead of the fake fans.
Correct.
Are all kind of like this was actually a good movie. I'm shocked. I got to see it. I got to review it. It was good. Mm-hmm. Go see it. I was like, shit. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say
it wasn't great. It was good.
No, I'm gonna say if you're a Snyder fan, avoid this movie. If you are tired of Snyder shit, go out, watch this movie. Try not to get a lot from this movie because it is a middle of the road type movie.
The Snyder cut was really good. It was good. It wasn't really good. I mean, but then you had the first Justice. That was bad. That was real fucking bad. It was oh god, that was so bad. And then the Snyder cut. Okay, it made it better. That was slightly better. Helped it, but it wasn't a great movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
They could have done better.
Could have done better. Really bad.
But
yeah, it is what it is, as I say. Or anybody else that wants to play along. But no, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I had fun with it. It was interesting. That Luther scene that they pushed out where he's in the Fortress of Solitude and he's crossing over the threshold and the super bots are being blown up and kind of all that kind of stuff. And everything is like whooping past his face and he's not flinching or anything. That's all CGI, unfortunately, and I wish there was a few different changes in that particular scene, where he kind of stops or he's kind of reacting to a certain like the object's going past him a little bit, like he's already calculated when the next destruction of whatever automaton is going to brush right past him, because he's supposed to be the smartest man in the fucking room, smarter than Superman in some cases.
Damn.
And him not flinching in said room or whatnot as these things are going about, or him stopping as an object going past him. So he has that little smirk, going, yeah, see, I kind of figured that was going to happen. That would have been nice. But Holt's version of Superman reminds me of a combination of Gene Hackman, Clancy Brown, and Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor thrown together to give you this.
I mean, I always thought Gene Hackman and Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor were the two best.
They are
for the movie, for live action. They really are.
And the take on Clancy Brown's version of it, his vocals for it, because that's what he was.
Actually, technically, those are the only 2 live action.
No, those are the 2 live actions. But his vocal for that one, for the animated series of Luther, he always kind of reprised the vocal role, like Mark Hamill always reprised the vocal role of the Joker. It's his portrayal or his tones that give you a more kind of dominating or very.
Well, it's also like Mark Hamill's role as a trickster too.
Yes. So having those 3 different personalities kind of blended together to give you a better version than the guy that played Mark Zuckerberg in the Facebook movie, Jason Eisenberg, or I think that's how I pronounce his fucking name. His version of Lex Luthor in the Snyderverse, which was, I don't know what the fuck he was in that, and comparative to this Luthor now done by Holt, it brings me back to the Richard Donner time frame. Going, this is a guy that is definitely a few leagues ahead of everybody else, has a degree of interest in gaining something that it can't be grown anymore, which is property. He does businesses with other agencies in order for him to get property. Seriously. That's how we get this kaiju thing and all that. It's like, it's all over the place. But like I said, the movie itself is kind of disjointed. It flows a little weirdly in certain parts. It could have been fine-tuned a bit more. But overall, for a starter-based movie, I have a few that are good standouts. The Guy Gardner character, the Mr. Terrific character, and Lex Luthor. They all stand out. Then you have the new Superman, who is there but not fully fleshed out as of yet. Because you can see there's more to this character, but he is a character on the grow, which is what I want to see for any form of hero. They're growing, so it makes life a lot easier. But unfortunately, you sent me another one there, Jen. Seriously.
Oh no, this was just funny.
Okay. I wait for it to cycle through in order to do whatever it is. I'll just put it over. Oh, there we go. Oh! I know who you talk. I know about your friends over there. We don't have those types per se. They sleep.
Oh no! Keep watching.
No, but I'm just give me a moment. I like to share with.
It is not what you think. I was like, what is this? And then it was like, oh, it's genius.
Share with the class. Let's see what we got here.
How to save parking for your friends in the front row parking.
Well, that would do it.
The Democrat right there he is.
It's
like, that is. Oh.
Yeah, no. Play the questionable zombies, because no one's going to go near them. So
I got to show this to my brother so he can save us parking spots.
Yes, that's clearly.
He kind of. Here's the thing: the way he kind of looks like one of them.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, we have them up here, but we don't have them in that way. They usually are sleeping in places. It makes it a lot more difficult for people to move. That is fun. I have human landmines among certain areas of Vancouver. Yes, human landmines, not the actual, human poop mines. Actual human-sized landmines that just kind of get themselves all toked up, worked up to a point of exhaustion, and they just kind of sleep in the most weirdest positions and locations, and you kind of go, how? Like, for example, so along Main near Hastings and that, I'm going to get something to eat, walking past these paramedics, at least 3 or 4 of them, hunched over this guy that's clearly like passed out for whatever reason. And I'm not paying attention. They're trying to wake them up and all that kind of stuff. It's slightly raining, so I get my food, go in the opposite basic direction, going past these people and that. And then he is now in a wheelchair with, and he's fine, a little irritated. But then I look where his feet are supposed to be. He has no legs. So yes, so we have this drugged out, probably fentanyl addicted individual with no fucking legs passed on out in the street. I'm like, wow. Only in the world of today can we get something like this. This is impressive. Yes, but yeah, unfortunately, it's like that in other parts of the global Western world. It varies in different places from point to point, but unlike the United States, we only have the special retarded few. I don't know about you guys over there. They even shop in places like Walmart for some reason, and they wear a lot of Americana in some cases. Daggett, do you miss your stint in Walmart?
Not really.
I don't blame you. I honestly don't. I wish I could blame you for all this, but
yeah,
no. It would be nice if I could get away with it.
It'd be nice if it was my fault.
Yeah, I know, right? It would make my job a lot easier. I could just make up hashtags just for you, Plain Dragon.
Yeah, we tried making something stick on me, but
yeah, and it's kind of hard unless it's shit. It really doesn't stick.
Yeah, and even then, shit kind of just rolls off.
It is true. It just keeps going. Just rolls on. But yeah, no, rolling on. It is exciting. What have you been up to besides harassing nobody?
Oh, plotting, a couple of bosses, early retirements.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. I love plotting people's retirements, or better yet, offering somebody $250 million and just fire them all before you're able to get that.
My boss has decided that firing us over damages done to equipment is a great idea.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
We're going to end up with a lot of fired people soon.
I know, right? Jesus Christ.
And my beautiful bosses do not realize the problem. Some bosses realize the issue with it. Others.
Okay.
Not so much.
Yeah, no.
I pose you a question. What would you do if you were dating somebody and a random girl came up to kiss you?
Say what now?
What would I do if I was dating somebody and a random girl came up to kiss me?
So how would you react?
It depends on the random girl.
Test of the I actually have a better one that would definitely get at least rid of 70% of the women.
That is true and fair. Let's see if I can get this to.
I have. It's different from all 6 of these, but mine would definitely be number one.
All right. Well, let's see if I can.
These are.
So Jim X has given us a show and tell the ranking of Think Fast. I'm a random girl trend. Jesus fucking Christ! Yeah. I hate these things.
I do too, but I just like.
Why? If you hate this, why did you share this?
Well, Jim
because I wanted you to suffer.
So if I have to suffer, everybody else has to suffer.
Yeah. That's usually his logic, but with me, it's not so much of a good thing.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a good thing, They say that
these things exist are the bane of my existence, but you know what? They're on TikTok.
Misery loves company, including suffers.
Yes,
the suffragettes had a lot of interesting company.
Look at feminists.
So,
just look at feminism.
I don't want to, but we have to, unfortunately. Yeah. So let's look at this questionable thing that's being presented here. He was so fast. Number 4.
So, and then think fast on a random girl.
Mary! I'm a random girl.
Ah! No! No! Oh, shit, you hit my nose. Are you okay? No!
Oh! Okay.
Actually, that works.
That was
often
funny.
than
That
not.
was like she was like, "What?
Yes.
What?"
That works more often than what. They get confused. Like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Okay, think fast. I'm a random girl. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Think
You know
fast.
the unfortunate part is if I ever dated
Oh,
someone
jeez.
This is extreme. This is pretty extreme, but this isn't the best. Would work for at least 70% of women, and it would just instantly stop 70% of their tracks.
Oh, jeez.
Think fast, I'm a random girl.
Good grief.
That will work unless you sharky stuff. That's a whole different thing.
No, I just shoved their face in.
Yeah, that would do it. Jesus
but
Christ.
mine would be I voted for Trump. But then watch them scream at me.
That only works if they're not Republican.
That's about, like I said, 70% instantly. The other would be like,
a good variation. Yeah, you probably get away with that, but yeah, you have
the
to.
other ones you say you voted for Biden, they just like that's just the ultimate Trump.
That is true. That is.
Just tell them who you voted for. They'll be like, oh, or he didn't vote for it, whatever. I don't know. Because that seems to be the ultimate turn off for women nowadays.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would actually truly do it. That would truly do it. Okay, that is evil. I just saw something that's evil. So I have no other choice but to share with the class because Jem keeps sharing me with stuff, so I'm gonna have to do exactly the same thing. So this I thought was hilarious and evil at the same time. So here we go. A lovely old couple doing renovations or making things possible.
I've seen this one. It's great. This old lady, I was like,
yeah.
He's like, he's like, at first he's like, I'm gonna murder you. At first, he was like, I'm gonna murder you. Then he realized what she did, and he's like, you know what? That was fucking funny.
Pretty much. Jesus fucking Christ. That's actually pretty good. I like that one.
I've seen that one. I laugh. There's a whole of women doing that, and I'm like, okay.
That I don't mind. That's at least proper amusement. It's the ones that they come up with the most stupidest things. I like think fast. I'm a random girl or whatever, or better yet, they're pretending to be making it with another guy with and having their someone other show up in the room or whatever, and that doesn't end
or it's a black interaction with a cop.
Yeah.
Like what I just posted. Which is
I mean that is an inevitability, unfortunately.
Oh no.
I can't. But yeah, no. So when it comes down to gaming-related interesting news, we do have one. So the leadership from Subnautica 2 got fired recently, and now they have filed a lawsuit against Krafton, simply because the people of Krafton decided to put this gimmick in front of the leadership of Subnautica 2. And the gimmick was, we're going to give you $250 million to complete this Subnautica 2 project and make it very successful. And if it's successful, we give you $250 million. And so what did Krafton do before the release of said game, which was supposed to be released today but got delayed until 2026? They decided to fire the leadership. Yeah.
Of the game?
Yes.
Of the game developers.
The game developers. They
I knew that. They gave them $200 million to make Subnautica 2. Which
No. They were going to give them $250 million for a completed and successful run of Subnautica 2. No word of a lie.
Fired them.
Yes, and then they turned around before we got a chance to release the game, because the game looked like it was very polished and ready to go. Not only did Krafton delay said game, they fired the lead developers of the game.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Yes.
someone's
So-
gonna get sued.
Yeah, apparently the at least two leaders from Krafton, or two leaders from the old Krafton empire, has decided to put out a lawsuit against that company that they were fired from, and it not looking good from Krafton Games. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think Crafted Games is gonna change management to
Uh,
developers.
they're gonna have to do something because it looks like they're really fucked.
Oh goddamn. That's you can't do that. You just you can't make a successful you can't fire them for doing what
You promised that you were going to do. If you make a successful game, we're going to give you money. Lots of money.
Well,
and they look at the game like, oh wow, this is actually people actually like this game. Quick, fire them.
Pretty much. Yes,
that's illegal even in California. So
so the founders of Subnautica and Beneath the Ice, or whatever the sequel, the sub-sequel was for Subnautica, were blindsided by Krafton, who took over the actual gaming company, and were fired, even though the game is ready to go. Prior to the firing, it was alluded that they were going to get a certain amount of bonus money. Okay? That bonus money was $250 million, and so Cleveland and McGuire, the two founding members of the previous before Krafton took over, they've now put in a lawsuit against the new holder of the IP, Krafton. And it looks like it's not going to go too well if they can prove that they were promised that if they were supposed to put out this particular game, Subnautica 2, in 2025, and it leads to be a very successful and well-polished game, that they were supposed to get $250,000, no, $250 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's not looking good for gaming company, and this is why people, I have issues with a lot of morons out there. Yes.
Sad part
they
is
can make a good game. You just have to highly, motivate.
No. It's not even highly motivate anyone. Just don't you can highly motivate anybody. The problem is when you fire them for dumb reasons like this, you lose the ability to hire anyone else.
Oh yeah,
you should lose the ability.
Oh no, here's the thing: they can hire as many idiots as they possibly can. It's going to be hard to hire good people.
Yeah, I mean that is fair.
Yeah, but when everyone in the industry learns that we make a good game, we get fired. Everyone who's got two brain cells rubbed together is going to go. Not a good idea.
It's like the last Rick and Morty episode. They cracked the code. Give him a Sunday. I mean, yeah. That's what
I don't know if I want a Sunday, but okay.
Yeah.
Because usually they throw nuts on the Sunday, and I don't like that.
Yeah, but in this regard, it's just kind of they're shooting themselves so hard in the foot that even if they don't get sued, everyone's going to hear about it and be like,
Yeah. Oh, we are hearing about it now.
We are hearing whether regardless of whatever happens right now, because of this, it creates bad publicity. It also creates any possibility of this game being good or being well sold now, because good faith with the customers and the developers are broken.
Yep.
So they're going to get that $250 million or whatever it is, no matter what.
Yeah,
and it's not going to help. Like
even good or bad, because you could literally blame it because they fired us and it became public, like it is now. There's no way to tell if the game's going to be good or bad at all. So they got to get and they fired us because it looked like it was going to be a good game, and now whatever. It looks like it's going to be a bad time for these
Well,
gaming company.
again, it comes back down to sorry to step on this for you, Dragon, because I know you probably had something that you wanted to say,
No,
but
you're good.
it comes back down to the classic he said, she said kind of scenario. We
Mhm.
have one side saying that yeah, they were promised that if they put out a well polished game and it performed well, that their bonus would be 250 million. We have the other company saying, "Oh, we didn't say that. They weren't doing the job that we wanted, so ergo we got rid of them." So I don't know, but I find it funny either way. This is where the morons are going to play on
Yep.
either side, and I want to know at the end of the day what the tail of the tape is going to be because by God, this is beautiful trash fire.
I can only think about the only thing that would save them in a lawsuit is if they actually put a monetary gain down as what needs to save their job,
Yeah.
and it made just barely under that on a set date that they had set up. Otherwise, if they don't have either like a date when it's supposed to make the cash and
hmm
the exact number of cash it's supposed to make by it's the lawsuit's going to be glorious, but they're still screwed because
Well, here's the thing. Suppose I have heard about this and that it is written down somewhere that they do have contracts that are viable on this.
Even better, if the contract is real and it's presented to the court, and not the court of public opinion, to an actual court, then we'll actually say, hey, they've got something forward. It'll get something a legitimate cause that this other side was a complete bag of dicks. And they should continue eating the big bag of dicks, the fun size. No, sorry, the super sized version of bag of dicks.
Yeah. The downside is though, if there's no contracts and there's no lawsuit, all we got is a he said she said scenario, and well, fortunately, the court of public opinion will fucking skewer them alive.
Oh fuck yes, either way, either fucking way. So
but the fun part is if they get skewered in the legal court sense and screwed on the fucking court of public opinion, well, there ain't no saving them.
No, and that's where the glorious part comes in. So we gotta wait and find out. But people are already trying to take sides up, which is quite normal, unfortunately. I am only going to say this is it's better to wait and find out, wait for all the data before making a rash decision going forward. It is interesting if it turns out that these motherfuckers, the founders, were talking out of their ass and it makes it look bad on them. If it was the company itself that was talking out of their ass, it makes it look bad for the company and possibly the project going forward. If they still have total control of said project. So we'll have to wait and find out. But either way, that was glorious trash fire news of more drama, which I love. I love the portion of drama. It's one of those greatest glorious things. It's like it never ends. It continues to go.
The drama will never end, and I ain't gonna lie. Some of the drama going on right now, just I'm happy to be in my little corner of the internet, not paying that much attention to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were left with me, you get to see more of it. But anywho, more on the entertainment side of the news, since we talk about a lot of different things, including entertainment. So you remember that Black Superman thing that was supposed to happen by Warner Bros. and friends?
I vaguely remember them being mentioned.
Yeah, well, it's canceled throughout. There's no hopes of recovering that motherfucker because it was so fucking woke. It was too woke for even Warner Bros.
Damn.
Yeah.
How do you fuck up that bad?
Apparently they did. So,
I mean,
yes, Black Superman is not going to be a thing for a long time.
I just give them props on genuinely fucking up that bad.
See, what I was hoping for Black Superman is somewhere close to like the Boondocks.
Look, if it was a Boondock Superman, that'd be different.
That would be hilarious. It would be fun. I would enjoy that motherfucker. You know, that would have. I mean, could you just imagine a Boondock version of Superman?
Unfortunately, yes, I can.
Oh God, I would love to see that. That would be the greatest. But no, they tend to take black folks. They either make them very queer or very woke, and it's just kind of boring as fuck when you have a golden opportunity right in front of you.
And you fuck it.
Yeah, you fuck it up royally. You just have to create nigger moments, and then boom, you've got a golden ticket in the black community and everybody else watching. It's
Unfortunate.
guaranteed a hit winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, and every black man is salivating after I said that.
Unfortunately, I had burritos.
Hey, look, as long as it was chicken, you're fine.
Beef.
See, you done fucked up. Wow, you done fucked up. But yeah, no. So from the questionable editing of the Epstein case,
I'm not.
I love
No. The bullshit with that thing was just.
it.
I'm not even sure how to fucking describe my absolute.
So to give you a little lowdown, so they found out that one, it was heavily edited. Two, it's two clips stitched together, and it was done using Adobe.
Oh, really?
Yes,
You don't say.
yes, and it has been to a point where it's a copy of a copy of a copy, thinking that um, the minor amateur equipment to find out some, whether this thing is proper or not,
Yeah.
would not. They were hoping that it would not be found. But if you actually go into the behind source code of this thing,
Oh,
all the timestamps and all the different kind of DNA background fingerprints and that, it turns out that yeah, they found out that this was all stitched together using Adobe, and it's
That's
two different
unfortunate.
things put together. So
That's
there you go.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
Yes, and that's where we're at with that one. And even though we have certain people who wish us to not talk about it ever, it is there. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away.
Never will.
And so now we have certain, surveillance-based YouTubers who kind of do this for a living, forensic and all that, have a little bit of egg on their face, a little creamy egg on their face, because they said, well, that's a nothing burger. I'm more interested in who this person went up to the Epstein, area at this particular time, and all this other stuff. I can explain away that the resizing of a frame, it could be just the machine itself. So I'll take them for what they want. And I'm like going, no, bitch, you don't do that. If you're going to be asking questions, and unfortunately everything that you see in front of you is questionable.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you see a resizing of a frame, you kind of go, problem. This feels fake as dicks. Now, if you actually went with the actual data that was given originally, that they didn't have any video evidence whatsoever, they could have walked away with this and said, yeah, no, we don't have the video evidence, and all we have that it's considered the black book is the flight log, and that's it. Sorry, not sorry. Move on. They could have won with that, but no. They opted to try to say, one, that we had a black book, and now we don't have a black book. We have a client list. Now we don't have a client list. Fuck y'all. Anyways, that is basically the nuts and bolts of that one. And that one, like I said, trying to get people to rationalize that. It's impressive. It's impressive.
Good.
But there's always going to be somebody that says that, hey, Trump done no wrong or anything like that. And I'm like, I'm not going to say he done no wrong. I'm not going to say he done no right. He's now questionable as fuck. And anybody else who's decided to hide this information is also questionable as fuck. So until more data comes out, I'm looking at you with a slant eye, a little bit of a squint, and kind of go,
All right,
I don't
Joe.
trust you.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hung Cho.
Pretty much. Oh God, I'm like Charlie Chan. Not happening. Not.
Charlie Chan.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you the number 2 son because I don't trust shit. Oh God! See, I went way back, way back for those
Yes,
two
you
of us. By the way.
did.
Fuck me. No, my mother was actually watching an entire series set of that one on, I don't know if it was Pluto or whatever, but she ended up, because we had some issues with internet at the time frame before I actually crossed over into getting a different company to do said services, which is a lot more better than what it was. Yeah, she ended up getting her hands on Charlie Chan and watched the entire thing. I'm like, okay, you relive those pasts. You relive that past. She also got a hold of Dynasty and a few other different things. So yeah, she's been on an '80s kick and a few other different decades. So been fascinating. Oh, my personal favorite. Speaking of Asians,
Oh no.
Japan's favorite, Nintendo, has done something new.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So if you haven't been paying attention to
Shit
the
show?
catastrophe shit show that is the Nintendo Switch 2, they have not only tried to kill the second-hand market, but they've also created Brickgate to a point where Brazil is pushing out lawsuits against them. Um, why did I say they also tried to kill the second-hand market in the beginning of this conversation? Well, it was just found out that two other people who bought second-hand based games had their Nintendo Switch bricked because of those games that they purchased.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. So they had to literally talk to the people in Nintendo to find actual human people to help them resolve said problem. It took a while. Yes, they got their problem resolved, but we also found out that the secondhand market is a no-no according to Nintendo.
Interessante.
Yes, so if you buy your Nintendo Switch to use, you better hope like it has been bricked already. And if you decide to buy set Nintendo games for the Nintendo Switch to used as well, or any used based games, and it's already attached to somebody else's client list, you're going to have a problem.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. So
Didn't see that coming at all.
I did.
I'm being a smartass.
I know.
I fucking saw that coming. You know, I had a
I
conversation
did.
with him.
I saw that coming the moment I saw the EULA. And the moment they put out the information that, hey, we want you to buy only Nintendo based products, as well as, okay. The other thing I find hilarious is so on Nintendo they have a little sheath, a little docking system for the
Yeah.
Switch 2. You have to buy only Nintendo based docking systems and proprietary accessories. If you decide to buy from a third party market, it may not work,
Oh boy.
or Nintendo will have the right to brick your fucking machine.
Damn.
Yes, because you dare use a proprietary object that they did not sanction.
God.
It's in their EULA.
And no one saw this fucking coming, huh?
3.5 million retards out there said, yeah, this is a good idea. Even though it's written in the fucking EULA, you can go to the Nintendo website itself and read it there in black and white. In this case, red and white. But, Nintendo-based colors, Mario colors. And you can see it clear as day that you fucked. They have total right to this product. It's theirs. They can do what they deem fit because you license that product. At the moment that they decide to terminate that product, I bet you anything, it's probably in the EULA that you have to destroy that Nintendo Switch 2 that you have in front of you. You can't keep it.
Yeah, how long do you places like GameStop and all that to figure out they can't resell that shit?
Oh, they figured that out because they don't have a secondhand market for Nintendo Switch 2 at the moment. Yeah, well, there are people returning the Nintendo Switch 2. That's how bad this is getting. Not a massive return of 3.5 million. No, just a small handful of people have decided this is way too much. I'm returning my Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, the putting it on social media like that means fuck all in my books. But this is where we're at. Now, if we had 3.5 million people who bought the Nintendo Switch 2 said, you know what, fuck it, here, you can have your device back. That would kind of change the conversation, but we don't have 3.5 million people giving back these devices and whatever else that comes with. No, they're holding on to this thing, thinking that all these lawsuits that are coming out of the woodworks, especially the Brazilian one, will actually mean something.
Or do something beneficial.
Yes. And unfortunately, I hate to break it to them. Oh, no, it's questionable. I love to break it to them. It ain't going to do shit. Did you read the CULA? Did you read the terms of fucking service? If you read it, you took the time to read it, you know that you fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You're all different levels of fucked.
Mm-hmm. Just a wee bit level of screwball.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Oh, and those who go against the Nintendo gods that is are just Nintendo haters, and we should be listened to. We secretly are denied the Nintendo drip, and we need to mouth this product because of the factor that Nintendo just burnt us so bad. I don't even like Nintendo.
Look, I have a lot of Nintendo products, and I'm not buying a Nintendo Switch 2.
Nintendo's where I kind of draw the line on anything. It's just really bad.
So I know, right? So I was gifted because I have a sibling. He ended up getting a Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I didn't want the Super Nintendo. I got myself a Sega. I got better games than whatever Nintendo was pushing out. So, before Sega decided to shit the bed, they were doing pretty good in the market. And they did whatever Nintendo didn't. So, Sega does, but Nintendo don't. But yeah, so I had fun with whatever Sega was pushing. I was for a while a Sega loyalist. Now my brother got tired of the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. That it wasn't his jam. So I ended up inheriting this thing. And out of the entire collection of Nintendo-based things, a third-party developer caught my eye, and only one really solidly. What wasn't Capcom or anything else? I could play Capcom games based in the arcade. So if it had something to do with Mega Man, fuck that shit. Not interested. I was more interested in Final Fantasy. So when they crossed over from Nintendo to go to Sony, which was a new kid on the block, I'm like, I like this idea because I like Final Fantasy, and it's the only solid one of the entire Nintendo collection that really isn't part of the Nintendo collection, and it's much more fun to play. I'm gonna go there. Henceforth, Final Fantasy VII, when it crossed over, people were questioning the actual numbering of said game. I'm going, well, if you actually play the Japanese version of these games, you'd understand that we completed 6, which in America was 3, and this here on the Sony side is 7, which makes sense. So go suck an egg. So either way, again, I floated away from the clutches of Nintendo because that's the only thing that they had was because of the Final Fantasy. Otherwise, it was like, yeah, I'd rather play whatever was on Sega. So, because I had Might Magic on Sega, I had Shining Force on Sega. I had a lot of different, role-playing based games on Sega. Didn't have that much on Nintendo outside of maybe
Earthbound, Secret of Mana.
Yeah, Earthbound was okay. I was like, Mother Earth was fine. Secret of Mana, it was fine. Some people love it. I get it.
Yeah,
it was an okay game. It wasn't great.
Look, I'm a mana nerd. We're just
No, I understand. It was those are the mana part. I'm not gonna kind of shit all over it. It was an okay game in my book, but
it was okay.
But no, there was a lot of better games in the other camp. But I mean, Phantasy Star was a better mana game without being mana.
Yeah.
So it's like,
There's better options. I'll admit that. Just
yes, there's
I
a lot
like.
of good options out there.
I have my preference.
No, I understand. And to each own. That's why I'll still make fun of you every now and then, but I'm not going to hold it against you.
Yep.
So
Even though you want to sometimes.
now that Nintendo is kind of a third-party developer mixed in with first-party based games, and they're very loyal towards their first-party games to a point where they want to make sure that you can only use their device and their game's on-set device, and no going forward. How they even got the FBI out of all pleading to kill on completed ROM server a ROM/modding Nintendo based server.
Damn.
Yes, they got the FBI to do the dirty work for them. Yep. Shut the motherfucker down. So instead of the FBI going out doing what they're supposed to be doing, no, they decided to help a Japanese/American based company do some dirty work and shut down a ROM site, all because of the factor that dared to bring out games that Nintendo's not going to be pushing out anytime soon. Yeah, so and classic Wii games too. So I mean, you're never going to see was Mario Rush or whatever it is, Double Rush or something like that. Yeah. It's another racing game that's supposed to be better than the current Mario.
GameCube.
Yeah,
on the GameCube Double Rush.
Again, never played it, so I'm up in the air with listening to people saying, "What's a better version than what we have?" I'm like, okay. It's like telling me that ECW was better than a WWF game.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you played it, I couldn't tell you. So I mean, it's just my word against everybody else's. So anyway, so they say it was a great version of the Mario Kart franchise, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And at the end of the day, Nintendo's being stupid. They're getting a pass, but if this happened to, like, I don't know, if this was on the Sony camp of things, which can be possibly done, or if Microsoft did that, or another gaming-based company did that, their feet would be held to the fire, and they'd be stripped down to their bare nothings. But because it's Nintendo, the golden hair old man, out of the entire conversation of video games, they can do no wrong, apparently, to a lot of the 3.5 million people who bought their fucking shit. So, here we are. They're doing a lot of wrong. I'm willing to point it out. A lot of salt's going to go by, and my God, it's impressive. It's fucking impressive. Ah, yes. But we made it to the end. Mm-hmm. There was a lot more to cover, but we made it to the end. Thank fucking
God. We have
God.
made it to the end.
I know, we made it to the end. So, unless you've got more information that you wish to push out on your socials or whatever, let's wrap this motherfucker up. Get the fuck out of here so we can call this a day. Stamp this bad boy. So last rights, guys. I hit buttons. Get the fuck out.
Play by 11:11 video.
11:11 video. Let me just go to private. You said 11:11.
11 p.m.
All right, the 8:11. Got it. We pull it up. Oh God.
Okay. Just watch it.
No. I gotta pull her up. Gotta move this over there.
This is my outro for you.
All right, he's got this one. Ba-doop, and go. Wow.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
when the real becomes too real.
Wow.
When real becomes too real.
Damn.
Dragon last rights. Eddie?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm fucking good.
Hit the button. Go touch grass.
Bye.